Hello, this is Alyssa with Patriot Marketing. We had reached out to you earlier today and promised this free custom video. So anyways, here it is. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. And I just really wanted to provide some value and give you some tips and tricks on how to really maximize your traffic and business online. And so with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started. First of all, I'd like to go over a couple of things that I really liked about your website. First of all, there is the click to call button right here. That's really good to have on a website as it helps in converting people over as a client. I like the pictures flashing back and forth that kind of shows your work so people can really see how great a job you do and what their home could look like. So that's always really great. You also have this free estimate today that kind of stays right there as you scroll down. But something I noticed is there's not a whole lot of content, maybe those couple paragraphs. I mean, there's some content here, but you can always use more, and content's literally anything that I can highlight, whether it be text or images. In this case, I'd be talking about the text just because there's, you have a lot of pictures on here. But the reason why you want a lot of content is so that you can rank for a lot of different keywords. Keywords, for example, home remodeling San Diego or kitchen remodeling San Diego. That has a low competition keyword right here at a number 7 with a high traffic volume. But all of these, so that's 250 search volume per month for that particular keyword. So all of these added up together equals 1.8 thousand search volume per month in your field of work and area alone. So that's a lot of volume to be had that you're missing out on a few because you just don't have that in your content. When people search for these keywords because it's not in your content, you don't come up under their search. So you're not being found for those keywords. So it's really important to put yourself in a position to be found, and how you would do that would be by having a website with a lot of content containing the keywords you want and need to be found for. So, and content and keywords are super crucial to a website just because when Google crawls your website, they not only see that you have that content, but the keyword verbatim within it. And it allows you to rank faster and more efficiently. Google believes that the more content that you have, the more likely you are to be an expert in your field of work. And at the end of the day, their whole goal is that whoever's searching on their platform gets the information that they need quickly and efficiently. So whatever they're searching for, say if we were looking for remodelers of San Diego, they would rank the people who they deemed to be more of an expert in their field higher in Google, so that way the person searching gets taken care of. So that is my first tip for you, would to include that content, even maybe going as far as saving the images as one of those keywords and then re-uploading it to your website, and because then that image will then count as content towards your website and it'll start to rank for that keyword. It's a really sneaky way to put a keyword on your website without actually including it in the text. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and move on to my next tip for you. And that would be to build upon this Google business profile, be really maximizing the amount of traffic and business you'd be getting to your website. And what I mean by that is when people search for any given keyword, there's a lot of ways in which they can convert over as a client. So I'm actually going to go this next tab over just because the first couple things I'm going to go over is included with this particular keyword search. Not your field of work, not your area, but I just want you to know what these look like. So you have these local ads here. They capture the people who click on the very first thing that they see. It is also Google guaranteed up to a certain dollar amount. So the people who use the local ads, they trust that Google, if something happens or goes wrong, that Google will make it right monetarily. It also has a high conversion rate because when you hover your mouse over these local ads, there's a little drop down here that shows the amount of years that the business has has been going, and the company's phone number. So when people are clicking on that phone number and already taking the time out of their day to call you, they are more likely to convert over as a client. So the next thing I'm going to go over is the Google Ads themselves, which aren't as high as a conversion rate. However, because of their location, being under the local ads at the very top of Google, it puts you in a position to be found or just to be seen by a lot of different people. They are a lot cheaper too. And I'm going to go back over to this one that matches your area and field of work. So, because the rest of what I'm going to talk about is covered here. So the Google Map Pack is also a way that people search. People who search this way, they want to see a company that is local and in the area. It can pull up to 40% of the traffic. So if we take a look at a keyword with a search volume of 250, we're not using this keyword, but we have this right here. So 40% of 250 is actually 100. So you're looking at a great deal of traffic going to these guys right here. Just gone. Eaten up by these top 3 in the Google Map Pack. But the rest of the traffic goes, so that leaves us at 60%. That leaves them going down here. And that brings me to ranking organically. So ranking organically, pretty simple. The rest of that 70% is going to kind of filter out throughout here. Most of them are going to go to the top ranking. The higher your ranking in Google, the more traffic you're going to bring to your website. So these people here are doing way better than the ones down here, and people rarely go to that second page of Google. So it's really important that if you're when it comes to ranking organically, that you're ranking high enough that you're on that first page of Google. So with that said, I'm going to actually go to my next tip for you, my third and final one. And this is where we're going to get technical, but it does have to do with ranking organically. So we're going to go there. In order to rank organically, and I have you plugged into my little tool here that shows where you're at in your online presence. So in order to rank organically, you do need to build the strength of your website. So to do that, you would need to add backlinks and referring domains. So backlinks are not all created equal. You have good quality ones and bad quality ones, and you want keep the good quality ones, but get rid of the poor quality ones. If you take a look at some of your backlinks, so you have some high quality backlinks at 36. However, if we go here, say, let's start here. Okay, we've dropped in backlink quality. We're still dropping, and if we go even further, let's go to the last page here, so here we have some poor quality backlinks. Here, you would want to get rid of these poor quality ones here because they're not doing anything for you at all. They're just sitting there not doing anything. They're a waste of time and money. And so you would want to get rid of those zeros and replace them with good quality backlinks here. So, so backlinks, and then the referring domains, the best way to describe what a referring domain is say you did some services for people and they decided to blog about the services that you had provided them, and they have a link back to your website. So that would count as a referring domain. And referring domains can have a lot of power, some more than others. So if we take a look at your referring domains, the higher numbers means they have more power, and it means that they're more trusted by Google. The low numbers, the zeros, the ones, they don't have a whole lot of power. You have a high power one right here, but you would want to get more trusted referring domains with more power in order to rank higher. But anyways, with that said, we're going to go over here. The more power you have with referring domains, and you would want to replace those zeros with some referring domains that had power, that power makes these numbers higher. And these numbers, you want to have as high of a number as possible. With remodeling and contractors, we want to see them in the 20s, 30s, 40s range. You are in the 20s and 30s range, but you aren't at a 1-to-1 ratio. So it would help with the backlinks and referring domains if you got rid of the poor quality ones and put some more high power referring domains in there. If we look at your organic keywords, you're ranking for 731, but let's see what you're ranking for, because that can really bring some unnecessary traffic depending on what you're ranking for. You have a lot of service keywords, which is great, actually, because that actually narrows your audience of the traffic that is coming to your website. You're getting people who are actually looking for your services. I actually saw one earlier today that there was they were ranking, I think it was a roofing company, but they were ranking for prom dresses. And irrelevance, basically, bringing unnecessary traffic to their website. But you have a lot of service keywords, which is really great to see. So good on your keywords. And then you have that traffic here. So we're going to look at your traffic. So you're generating a good, healthy amount of traffic of 1.1 thousand. So you probably think you're doing pretty well, but let's take a look at one of your competitors. And I found these guys ranking high and mighty organically, so they're getting a lot of traffic here in the #1 position with Remodeling San Diego. So let's take a look at them. Okay, so they're in that 40s range, almost at a 1-to-1 ratio. They have 8.05 thousand backlinks, 3.1 thousand referring domains, and I can almost guarantee that not all of those backlinks are good quality, but they're ranking for 3.0 thousand organic keywords and generating an organic traffic of 2.6 thousand. So let's take a deeper look. I'm going to start with their keywords just because that's the next tab over. Remodeling San Diego. So they're also ranking for their name, Lars Remodeling. Not that that's bad, but you want to rank more for your service keywords. As I was saying before, that was a great thing to have. When people are searching for remodeling, they're looking for those service keywords, not your company name. So it's good that you have those service keywords. These guys, keyword-wise, Lars Remodeling. Lars Remodeling and Design. It's twice that I've seen their name. Lars Construction. 3 times. Yeah, so they have a lot of their name and stuff, and that's not going to do well for them. They probably have some randoms here, like just random Lars, and they might have some random ones in here as well. And some of them might be like remodeling contractor near me. That is a national keyword, and unfortunately not as narrowed of a keyword as we would want. And also you want to look at these competitions. So this home remodeling in San Diego has a high competition right here. So that's harder to rank for. They are in the #4 position here. But it has a search volume of 90. So you wouldn't want something like that, but you would want something that has a high search volume. San Diego Kitchen Remodels has 90 and a low competition of 7. So I don't know why they would be at #5. They could be doing better with that, but that's their keywords. If we take a look at their backlinks, it looks like their backlinks, so they had a big mess of them. I'm seeing that the highest quality one here is 40. When I saw some of your backlinks, we're on the 0 page. Let's get away from there. That's kind of, so they have 24, 23. So you have like in the 20s. I thought I saw a 30 up here. Yeah, you have some in the 30s. So you might want some higher quality backlinks as we were talking about. So maybe not taking those ones off, but maybe going to those zeros and adding some 40s range quality backlinks. I can guarantee that these guys don't have you know, not all of them are high quality. See, we have a 1 here. And if we go to 128, it's going to take its dear old sweet time. Oh, no, it didn't. But we already have a 0 there, and a couple more zeros. So you could, yeah. So you could definitely beat them out if you add a bunch more backlinks, with some, you know, good quality backlinks, because they have some poor quality ones. Not as much zeros as I'm seeing, but if you replace a lot of your zeros with some good quality ones, I bet you could beat them. Referring domains. So when we looked at your referring domains, you had some zeros here that didn't have as much power. If we look at their referring domains, they have a bunch, maybe a couple zeros here and there. So if you replace those zeros again with some of these higher power referring domains, you could probably be right on par with them or beat them, one of the two. But anyways, I hope that this has been helpful and informative. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to reach out to me or my husband. We would love to get in touch with you in whatever time works for you and help you out in any way that we can. So with that said, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and God bless.